If you're 40 plus, an empty nester, tired of cooking holiday meals, dodging family drama, or a caregiver for a loved one and just need some downtime during the holiday, baby, this video is for you. Because this year, we skipped at home Thanksgiving shenanigans and treated ourselves to a Virgin Voyages cruise. And let me tell you, it might be our new tradition. Hey y'all, welcome back to Lagniappelyfe, where we always keep a little something extra in every journey. I'm Ruby, and if you're new to the channel, then hit that subscribe button because this channel is all for you. It's about that after 40 grown folk adventure and making memories with the people you love. Like always, we're taking these grown folks over 40 adventures up a notch, adding that little lagniappe along the way. And today, I'm giving you a blueprint of a vacation you'll actually enjoy. No cooking, no drama, just you, your people, and Virgin Voyages. So let's get into it. Let's talk about why Virgin Voyages is perfect for holiday travel, especially for us 40-plussers and grown travelers. We just want to protect our peace. And I want to let you know why Virgin Voyages will help you do that. See, first, Virgin is an all-adults cruise. No kids, full stop. No strollers, no tantrums, no Cheerios on the floor, hallelujah. And listen, sometimes you might see a few people running through the hallways, but it's just after a few cocktails, and that's just, grown folks' business. Dinner time is quiet, it's chill, no high chair meltdowns, just peace, vibes, and sexy lighting. Second, the demographics on Virgin is chef's kiss. There's different ages, 18 and over, of course. There's different races, backgrounds, couples, singles, situationships. Everybody is there and everybody fits in. It's honestly one of the most inclusive, come as you are travel spaces I've ever been in. Third, Virgin does holidays right. We sailed Thanksgiving week, and every restaurant had a themed dish, especially cocktails and mocktails. And baby, you are not missing the holiday. You're just skipping the cooking, the cleaning, and the who's bringing what group texts. You're welcome. And fourth, the energy. Festive, but without the pressure. It feels like the holidays, but make it luxury meets calm, meets drama-free, and that's always worth it, right? Now listen, this is not my first Virgin Voyages sailing. I am not new to this. I am true to this. Between me and you, this is my 6th sailing, and this is Nick's 4th. Between the two of us, we have sailed Virgin 10 times. No, we haven't. Just 6 and 4. We've been out of Miami several times with different itineraries. We've been out of Barcelona. We've been out of Athens. And that dock is called Piraeus. And we did various itineraries on all of those 3 ports. For every single itinerary, it's given us something different. Different food, different cultures, different people. We meet sailors from around the world. So if you're watching this thinking, is Virgin Voyages worth it? Come on now. I would not have done 6 cruises if I did not think that it was worth it. And I'm gonna say this with my whole chest. Virgin Voyages is one of my favorite cruises. And I've been on about 15 cruises. And it is indeed my favorite. The food is elite. The service is immaculate. The entertainment is always fresh. The diversity is beautiful. The atmosphere is grown, sexy, and chill, or really whatever you want it to be. It's a grown folks travel life, period. Clock it. That's for my Gen Zers out there watching. Here's the funny thing though. Every time somebody tells me that they've never been on Virgin or they've never heard of Virgin, it's like, what, you've been living under a rock? I tell them, look, I will go with you on a cruise. Girls trip, couples trip, because when you sail Virgin for the first time, you're not going back unless you have kids. If you have kids, then yes, of course, you have to choose another cruise line. But Virgin is definitely one of those cruises that once you do it, you get hooked. It is a lifestyle. Definitely a lifestyle. All right, let's talk about this cruise, our Thanksgiving sailing, because this itinerary, she gave what she needed to give, and where she couldn't, she gave a little lagniappe instead. We were scheduled to do Ocho Rios, Jamaica, Grand Cayman, Cayman Islands, and Bimini Beach Club, which is Virgin's beach club, and that's in the Bahamas. We made it to Jamaica and Grand Cayman, and we had an absolute blast. But when it came to Bimini, Bimini was like, no ma'am, you're not sailing here. We are going to make this hard for you. But what I appreciate is Virgin put safety first. When that water was rough, we turned it around and turned that frown upside down. They canceled the port, but they did not cancel all the things that were about to go on board. And I felt that. They hit us up with a little ship credit, that little lagniappe to sweeten the day, because that's how Virgin Voyages does it. They do not leave their sailors hanging, period. They stacked the schedule with more activities. There was entertainment going on. The vibe was immaculate. The ship turned into a whole holiday party at sea. And listen, this was the first time I ever got to play Loteria. And see, that's the thing about Virgin. They don't just fix the schedule, they fix the vibe. Once the party gets going, the whole ship gets going. The whole ship turned into a big grown folks playground. And that leads me to one of my favorite parts of sailing Virgin Voyages. It's a community cruise. If you want it to be that, right? One of the best places, or one of the best spaces that I spent on Virgin this cruise was in the social club. And the social club is like the ship's grown folks lounge. They have board games, they have card games, an arcade, a full candy bar, hot dogs, chicken wings, boozy milkshakes, and a bar, of course. And most of the trivia games and the fun competitions happen here in the social club. Virgin actually provides a ton of board games on board, but one thing that I noticed the last cruise I was on, they didn't have Nick and my favorite game, and that game is called Wingspan. So we brought our own game on board this time. 6 pounds of extra fun. Before we knew it, 2 other people were kind of watching on, and they were like looking at the game, and then another person came over and was like, are you from St. Louis? This game was made in St. Louis. I thought it was an indie game. And they joined right in. Before we knew it, we had a 5-player game. Not only did we have an instant game night, but we had instant friends, we had instant memories, and all happened in the social club. So once we were done living our best lives in the social club, we headed on over to get some grub. Yes, Virgin does a vibe very well, but they do food even better. I'm not gonna do a deep dive into the food because I could literally talk for hours about the restaurants on board and the high quality food that they have. Every restaurant though has something for Thanksgiving on this cruise. So if you're traveling for the holidays, not just for Thanksgiving, but any type of holiday, Virgin themes the restaurant with a specialty item for that holiday. So, you know, keep that in mind. We also saw themed cocktails, themed mocktails. So if you go for the holidays, don't worry, you are still gonna have those traditional foods, and it is going to be good quality traditional food. And guess what? You didn't have to make it, and you didn't have to clean up after you made it. Ooh, I love it. So, yes, I'm going to do a whole video separate in this series, breaking down the restaurants, the menus, which spots you should be booking 45 days out before your cruise, and I'll get into that rule in my next video. So make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss that video. Once we were fed, happy, and fully living our grown folks cruise life, it was time to go explore the islands. And y'all, these excursions were unforgettable. We did some amazing excursions, but I'm giving the preview version first. In Ocho Rios, Jamaica, we did horseback riding in the ocean. We did Dunn's River Falls. It was beautiful, lush scenery. And in Grand Cayman, we swam with the stingrays. We swam on a sandbar with met starfish. There was gorgeous beaches and crystal blue water. It was just immaculate. And yes, this is also where I sunk my phone and discovered that there is life after cell phone loss. I barely made it, but I'm here. Now, as amazing as those excursions were, I always want to keep it real with y'all. There was one part of the trip that broke my heart a little. My mom wasn't able to get off the ship in Grand Cayman. Grand Cayman uses tender boats, and if you can't comfortably step off into and out of the tender boat, they're not letting you on or off the ship. But this is exactly why accessibility matters to me. And it's why I'm making a whole full video dedicated to the accessibility of Virgin Voyages. But for now, some quick notes. Tender boats are in Grand Cayman. So if you are going on a Virgin Voyages cruise, it's worth it to look at the itinerary to see if any of the ports are tendered, because if you need accessibility modifications, tendered ports generally will not have that type of, or at least they don't yet. All right, y'all. Do you think Virgin Voyages is for you? Or are you still on the fence about being in the Virgin boat? Well, let me share with you who I think will fit in the Virgin boat with me.
Virgin Voyages is for the 40-plussers, the grown folks, the my kids are grown, don't call me crew, the empty nesters, the couples who still like each other, the couples trying to like each other again, the girls trip girls, the fellas who just want to relax, the foodies, the cocktail lovers, the mocktail lovers, the I'm only here for the spa people, the I'm only here for the hammock people, the hot tub philosophers, the board game nerds, the extroverts who make friends in the elevator, the introverts who hide from the extroverts in the elevator, people skipping holiday drama, people who refuse to cook, refuse to clean, refuse to host, people who just need some quiet for the holiday, the bougie on the budget folks, the luxury lovers, the adventure seekers, the do everything yourself people, the do nothing yourself people, the caregivers who need a break, the people who travel with their parents, the solo sailors, the birthday cruisers, the anniversary cruisers, the divorce party cruisers. And honestly, Virgin Voyages is for anybody who wants peace, vibes, grown folk energy, grown folk food, good people, and a little extra lagniappe in their life.
Whew. Okay, I'm done. Subscribe. All right, y'all. This was my Thanksgiving on Virgin Voyages, and honestly, I think this might be a new Thanksgiving tradition. I want to hear from you though. I want you to comment below. What Virgin Voyages ship or voyages should I review next? What ports do you want to see? Do you want a deeper dive into the restaurants? How about the entertainment? Do you need some packing tips for Virgin? Are you really interested in the accessibility? How about the excursions? Let me know. I'm here to help. Make your grown folk travel a little smoother, a little sexier, a little easier, and a whole lot of fun. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And as always, I love my life, we love our lives, and I hope you love your life enough to live it with a little something extra. That Lagniappelyfe. See you in the next video. Bye.